What if the fashion industry is about to face its biggest revolution yet, and the woman who ruled that world for decades must fight one final battle to protect everything she has built? Yes, guys, today we are talking about The Devil Wears Prada 3, and trust me, if this movie ever becomes reality, it could be the most dramatic, emotional, and unforgettable chapter in the entire franchise. After years of success, ambition, rivalry, and iconic fashion moments, fans still want to know what happens next to Miranda Priestly, Andy Sachs, and the legendary Runway Magazine. And honestly, the story feels far from over. In fact, the next chapter could be the biggest one yet. So stay with me until the end, because what could happen in The Devil Wears Prada 3 might completely change the future of the fashion world forever. Ever since the release of The Devil Wears Prada in 2006, the movie has remained one of Hollywood's most beloved fashion dramas. It wasn't just about expensive clothes and glamorous lifestyles. It was about ambition, sacrifice, success, and the difficult choices people make to achieve their dreams. Audiences connected with Andy Sachs as she entered a world she never expected to be part of. At the same time, Miranda Priestly became one of cinema's most iconic and unforgettable characters. Strong, intelligent, demanding, and absolutely fearless, Miranda transformed the fashion industry while inspiring and terrifying everyone around her. Years later, the story continued as the fashion world evolved with technology, digital media, and social networking. But now, imagine something even bigger. Several years have passed. Runway Magazine still exists. Its name still carries power. Its influence still reaches around the world. But the industry that Miranda once controlled is changing faster than ever before. Fashion magazines are struggling. Print sales continue falling. Young audiences spend more time on social media than reading traditional publications. Fashion influencers attract millions of followers overnight. Artificial intelligence is beginning to influence design. Digital fashion shows are replacing traditional events. For the first time in decades, Miranda Priestly finds herself fighting a battle she cannot win through experience alone. The world is moving forward, and it may be moving beyond her. At first, Miranda refuses to accept reality. She believes trends come and go. She believes Runway has survived challenges before. She believes her reputation alone can protect the empire she spent her entire life building. But then, something unexpected happens. A new company enters the fashion industry. Unlike traditional competitors, this organization doesn't rely on magazines, fashion critics, or industry experts. Instead, it uses advanced technology, social media algorithms, artificial intelligence, and direct consumer engagement. Within months, brands begin abandoning traditional advertising. Luxury companies start investing in digital platforms. Fashion houses shift their focus toward younger audiences. And suddenly, Runway Magazine faces the biggest crisis in its history. Meanwhile, Andy Sachs has spent years building an impressive career of her own. No longer the uncertain assistant from the first movie, Andy has become a respected journalist and business leader. She has earned recognition, built credibility, and created a successful life outside Miranda's shadow. But despite everything she achieved, Andy never completely escaped the lessons she learned at Runway. Then one day, she receives an unexpected phone call. A phone call she never thought would come. Miranda Priestly wants to meet. The reunion is anything but comfortable. Years of history stand between them. Old disagreements remain unresolved. Old memories quickly return. Yet both women understand something important. The fashion industry they once knew is disappearing, and if Runway falls, an entire era could disappear with it. Soon, Andy becomes involved in a battle that could determine the future of the fashion world itself. At the same time, Emily Charlton returns stronger than ever. Having built her own reputation within the industry, Emily now finds herself in a position of real power. Ambitious as always, she sees opportunities where others see problems, but she must decide where her loyalty truly belongs. Should she stand beside Miranda? Should she support Andy? Or should she pursue her own future entirely? These conflicts could create some of the most entertaining and emotional moments in the entire franchise. But what truly makes The Devil Wears Prada 3 exciting is that it wouldn't simply be a movie about fashion. It would be a movie about legacy, a movie about change, a movie about what happens when legends must confront the future. Imagine stunning fashion shows in Paris, Milan, New York, and London. Imagine luxury events attended by celebrities, designers, and industry leaders. Imagine breathtaking outfits, unforgettable runway moments, and intense business rivalries unfolding behind the scenes. The glamour fans love would return on a bigger scale than ever before. At the same time, the emotional stakes could be higher than ever. Miranda begins questioning whether her empire can survive without her. Andy wonders whether success is worth returning to a world she fought so hard to leave. Emily faces choices that could define the rest of her career. And throughout the story, every character must decide whether they are willing to adapt to a changing world or risk being left behind. Visually, the film could be absolutely spectacular. Exotic international locations, luxury fashion houses, exclusive runway events, designer collections, and world-class cinematography could make every scene feel larger than life. The original movie became famous for its style, but a third installment could elevate that style to an entirely new level. Now let's talk about the budget. If The Devil Wears Prada 3 enters production, industry experts believe the budget could range between $100 and $150 million between international filming locations, luxury fashion partnerships, major stars, and large-scale production. The movie would likely become the biggest project in the franchise's history. As for the release date, there is currently no official confirmation for The Devil Wears Prada 3. Any release dates being shared online should be treated as speculation until the studio makes an official announcement. However, the box office potential could be enormous. The original movie became a global phenomenon, while newer audiences continue discovering the franchise every year. If The Devil Wears Prada 3 delivers powerful performances, emotional storytelling, sharp humor, and the return of beloved characters, it could realistically earn between $600 million and $1 billion worldwide. But here's the most fascinating possibility of all. What if the story isn't really about saving Runway Magazine? What if it's about choosing who will inherit it? What if Miranda Priestly finally realizes that even legends cannot remain in power forever? And what if the future of Runway depends on someone she never expected? If that happens, The Devil Wears Prada 3 could become far more than a fashion movie. It could become a story about mentorship, legacy, ambition, and the difficult decision of knowing when it's time to let the next generation take over. So guys, are you excited for The Devil Wears Prada 3? Do you think Miranda Priestly should remain at the top? Should Andy Sachs return to Runway? Or should Emily Charlton become the future of the magazine? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because many more amazing Hollywood movie updates are coming soon. Trust me, trends may come and go, fashion may change every season, but true icons never go out of style.